Hello, everyone. My name is Sandhya Maheshwari, Life Mastery Consultant and a transformational life coach. And today I have with me a dear friend and also a client, Leela Collins. I've known Leela for many years, couple decades, but it is only recently is when I got to know Leela in a whole new way and working with her and taking her through the Dream Builder program for the last 3 months. And I'm going to ask Leila to share with all of us just a little bit about why, Leila, why did you choose coaching? And what was it like for you? What was going on for you before you stepped into this commitment? And what is it like for you now?
Um, well, I'm someone who always puts notes down on paper. I feel like I am organized and I make lots of to-do lists and ideas for what I want and many times what happens is that's where they stay. And then I'll come back a year, 5 years later and be like, oh, I had that idea and I wanted that. And so I wanted to start coaching with you because first of all, I'd heard through the grapevine, great reviews from some other people, and it just started feeling more and more like, I feel like that is the next step to getting to where I know I want to be, but can't quite seem to get there on my own. And I know in many other areas of life, that we need teachers. And so I felt it just kept feeling more and more that this was what I needed to do. Um, and I felt the pull so strong that I felt like if I didn't do it, it would always bother me.
Yes, yes. And what did you see for yourself out of being in the course for over 10 weeks?
What did I see for myself?
What are some of the results you see?
I felt the results I see are that there are things I didn't know that were holding me back mentally. There's a lot of things that go on in our mind um, that hold us back from achieving what we want, and that translate a lot into physical, our action steps. And there there were things that I didn't know. It's like a framework. That's what I likened it to, is having a really solid framework to build your vision on. And most of us, I believe, just some people are genius enough to get there on their own, but I believe most of us definitely need a framework and like a process of how to achieve that. Otherwise, it's just a lot of guessing, a lot of trial and error that can take, like for me, it's taken years, a lot of trial and error. So I got sick of that. So I was really looking for a framework.
Well, now I did not, really prepare you for this question, but for the audience sake and just to be very authentic, could you point out just at least one or more things that you um, see that has come out of being in the course for yourself? Like action, how did it show up in your life in actions?
Um, I would say that there was like the part on gratitude and forgiveness, well, forgiveness especially, taking away a lot of the mental block of um, just having a very, I hate to use the word negative, positive, because it sounds so cliche, but um, it releases something in you that it's very powerful, and it's very moving and freeing. And when you could do that, you could say, well, if I can do that, I can easily tackle this over here, tackle this action step. And I at first didn't really feel that was a meaningful aspect to coaching, but after engaging in it, I realized how powerful that was. And it made just taking action steps easier, uh, you
Yes.
know.
So just we don't realize that when we are resentful in our relationships, when we are holding resentment in our hearts, it's all stuck energy, stagnant energy. And using the tool of forgiveness and releasing that energy is now, available to be directed into the area of that, what we want and what we
Right.
want to create. Yeah. Great. Well,
Right.
thank you. Very good. Okay, so Mother Leela, what would you say to somebody who is thinking about coaching, who has um, who has goals, who has commitments, who's not producing results because they are stuck? So they're thinking about it, but they have just not taken the step. What would you say to somebody like that?
Um, I would say coaching really gives you the tools that you thought you need and you didn't think you needed. I think for me that was really key. Um, Gives you tools and insights and that framework, so that you're not struggling. You're easily identifying what is holding you back and how to proceed. Um, that has been the key for me in being able to identify, through through the method and the process given, through the coaching, that you just kind of feel like you're just treading water, otherwise. So this is like the instructor saying, no, you do it like this and like that. This is how you produce the results, instead of just winging it, you know.
Thank you. Yeah. It just also, just like when we are, I always give the example of when we have a physical trainer, right? The trainer
Right,
can see certain things and how we are moving, and they'll make these little adjustments that really just takes the experience of working out to the next level, taking
right.
the game to the next level,
Getting better results.
getting better
Yeah,
results.
that's good because, my husband does martial arts. He's done training, weightlifting, most of his adult, teenage life. And there's still times when he'll go to someone to be trained because
Bingo.
there's something comes up and you need the guidance and the framework, the support,
Exactly.
take you to that next level.
Yeah. Very good. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Is there anything else you want to say? I really appreciate it's really
Uh,
appreciate the time.
I wanted to say that you are an awesome person to be coached by.
Mm.
So if someone comes across you, it is not by accident, and you should definitely take advantage of the situation of hearing your name.
Thank
So,
you, Maria. Thank you very much. And again, you are the one who chose to do the work. Really,
right,
it is a privilege. You did all the work. Thank you for your willingness, for being open, and for being a request for coaching. So thank you. Appreciate it. All right. I'm going to wrap up this meeting here and just stay with me, and I'm going to pause the recording.